Hey guys, Nick here. Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and part 3 to What If Saibamen Turn Good. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick main channel, this channel, and all other channels promoting all Omniverse of Nick content, and check out the Discord, the Omni Shorts, and any story updates or posts that you have not already. With all that said, let's get started. So Tien is angry after Chaozu's been killed. Yamcha and Sai are heading back to the area after being told to leave, not even going to Kami's lookout to wait for Goku. And the fight, besides everyone being a tiny bit more desperate and Yamcha actually being alive but not there with the Cybermen, everything's mostly going the same, but that's about to change. Tien, angry, still with another arm, charges a tri-beam alongside Piccolo charging a special beam cannon. And they yell at everybody else, Krillin and Gohan, to stall for them. Krillin charges up a Destructo Disc. Also, Gohan, he's told by everyone he's got to attack, and Nappa begins to rush at him specifically. And Gohan, he puts everything aside and he rushes forward and kicks Nappa straight across the face. And this actually throws Nappa off guard, as he wasn't expecting this. And then he prepares a Bomber DX, and just before it can hit Gohan, a savior comes in. Yamcha uses a old DS game move, Wolf Hurricane. If you ever played Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans, he uses a Wolf Hurricane attack. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. And then the Tri-Beam hits him, and the Special Beam Cannon fires from Piccolo, and Krillin fires the Destructo Disc. And massive amount of smoke erupts because of this amazing tag team attack. But they wait to see if this time he's actually dead. He's not. But he is very much injured. Out of the rubble, Nappa's armor is completely torn off. One of his arms is missing, and his body is burned, scarred, and bloody. So this proves that attack, it really hit. But Tien is all out of energy. Piccolo doesn't know what to do. Krillin's starting to panic. And even Yamcha thought that that was going to be enough, with him finally coming to help. Nappa is very surprised in of itself that these earthlings could pull off such an attack to cripple him this much. And then the more he's thinking about it, the more angrier he's starting to get. He gets so angry, it's about like he's, like in canon, about to pop a blood vessel. But Vegeta says, you let these insignificant earthlings and the Namekian get the better of you because you're letting their tag team advantage overpower what you have over them. Don't let the numbers game throw you off your balance when you and I both know you've combated against that. After all, the little green traitor of ours isn't with them either. You should not have let yourself be crippled. Now you're armless and injured. Calm down, think it through, and actually think and fight like a Saiyan, not like a scared little child. And Vegeta says, if you can't do anything yourself, especially without a limb, then I guess I'll have to show you what a proper Saiyan can do by burying these four. With the exception of the Namekian for now. Nappa, he calms down, and then he smiles, says, thanks, Vegeta, I needed that. Piccolo says, smiling himself, if you think this advantage of ours worked so well against your partner, wait until Goku gets here. Not even you will be able to stand laughing. Vegeta says, Goku? And Vegeta says, no, he's talking about Kakarot. And Vegeta says, kill him and everybody now, or I will do it for you. Nappa says, you don't have to tell me twice. And he powers, more focused now. And smiling, he knows he's about to take the head of this fight. And uses a gigantic explosion, or a volcano explosion, whatever the frick you want to call it. And this injures everybody. And then Nappa begins to take advantage and fire a Bomber DX. But Krillin and Tien, just like Piccolo and Tien, they use a double solar flare. And Piccolo uses his stretchy arms to pin Nappa down. And with one arm, it's harder for him to get out. And Nappa is like, he can't move. But there is one thing they didn't account for. Nappa fires his I-beam, which Piccolo counters. And then Yamcha goes for a Wolf Fang Fist, which throws Nappa down. And then Yamcha and Krillin fire a double Kamehameha, but Nappa deflects it with his one good arm. Gohan, enraged, fires up his ki past 2800 and charges a Masenko. Yamcha powers in a Spirit Ball. He fires the Spirit Ball just as Gohan fires the Masenko, but Nappa counters with a Mouth Beam. Then Tien tries to counter and get Nappa with a Dodon Ray, but Nappa fires his finger beam electricity and counters the Dodon Ray. At this point, Yamcha is unconscious. Krillin and Piccolo and Gohan are all injured, and Tien is out on the ground, pretty much out of energy. So Vegeta sees, now that Nappa's actually taken this seriously, looks like your little advantage didn't last long. And Nappa looks pleased and ready to just kill them. But then Vegeta detects a power coming towards them that should be approaching soon. And the power exceeds 5,000. Then he also detects another power, 1,200. It's the Saibamen. If that's really Kakarot, then the Earthling went away to find Kakarot and lure him here. And they left the Saibamen as a gateway to get here. If Kakarot doesn't take out that Saibamen, then clearly they used that Saibamen as another means to get Kakarot here and two allies in this situation, which means they're going to risk 6 people teaming up on them. And Nappa's crippled. And Vegeta, desperate for this, says, screw the Namekian, they'll go to their home planet Namek to get the Dragon Balls. We can't risk having all 6 team up, especially after what these 4 did to you. Finish them now! But Piccolo, he is not letting this stand, and the more desperate nature of this fight makes him remember an old trick that is going to be very handy right now. He turns into Giant Piccolo. With all of this, does Nappa even stand a chance anymore? And when Sai and Goku arrive on the battlefield, with only Chaozu as the true casualty, will there be anyone else? And even if there is, what happens after? And what about the Saiyan's Grade 8 form? How does that and Sai come in with Goku factor into the remainder of this story? And by remainder, I mean pretty much the entirety of it. See you guys next time to find out.